Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode of The Animated Thinker. Here we talk about relevant topics from my own personal experience without any assistance from any computerized source. So let's get into today's topic. Why introverts struggle so much and what are the struggles associated being an introvert. Now, as an introvert myself, this is a topic I can relate to and have experienced throughout my entire life. And here are some of the points which are at the epitome of this issue. For example, the societal pressure to be an extrovert. Now, this closely is related to the societal pressure of forced positivity and of being happy all the time. Especially with the rise of social media, these issues are only on the rise, but they do not help an introvert like myself and probably half of the people listening to this video, because when society sees you as a downer, so to speak, they instantly place you lower in status than, let's say, an extroverted person who is always laughing, dancing, and cannot stop doing those two things because that's how some of the extroverted people are. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but when you juxtapose an introvert like myself and some of you, for example, with an extrovert like that, then it's definitely an issue. And that's just talking about the societal norms. When you translate this problem into the dating as well as the job recruitment process, it again adds fuel to the fire as more and more people tend to prefer the more extroverted person. Now, this is not always the case in my experience, but the safer choice always seems to be the person who is more social proof, that is the extrovert, than the introvert. Now, there are many advantages to being an introvert, but we won't get into that in this video. And one of the another problems associated with this are the energy drain associated with the social interactions, which I'm sure most of you feel. As an introvert myself, social interactions really drain that spiritual energy, if you will, and make it difficult for you to and make it very difficult for you to uh, continue doing that on a prolonged basis. You really need to re-energize and refuel yourself after too much social interaction. After that, there are many misconceptions associated with introversion. Now, introversions express things their own way, but they are often misunderstood just because the society has set the standard and which can deter the reputation of an introvert. But that's nothing to worry about because you have to find your strength in introversion. Some of the prominent leaders and presidents, as well as prominent CEOs, have been introverts, but I'm sure they would all agree with this video about the struggles and the misconceptions which come along with it. Anyways, if you have something to add to this, feel free to type in the comment. I know it's an annoying issue, but I'm sure we can explore more into this and come up with more positive sentiment around this topic. Thanks and see you in the next one.